Live, this is YNN.
Good evening. I'm Tom Jenkinson. Today, we have some breaking news for you. Rumors are currently circling about production of Mr. Hobo the movie. The movie stars returning cast members Jason Ships, Trey Skinner, and Zachary Shields, along with new cast members in Andy Pilgrim, Cody John, Colton Sloan, and Paige Martell. The movie, once again, as the basis of the web series, centers around the producer's struggles to end the life of Mr. Hobo and his maniacal family. Part 1 of the two-part extravaganza is set for a late 2011 and early 2012 release, while Part 2 is scheduled for a late 2012, early 2013 release. We'll have more on that as the story develops. In other news, tragedy struck today in Camelot. A massive raid of witches and evil warlocks alike raided and stole the king, when the knights were too hardly partied. Merlin is standing by.
Thank you, Tom.
What drives a man to crime? Maybe hatred? Well, no one knows. But this morning, King Artie was taken from us by a band of evil warlocks and witches. Who or what commanded these witches and warlocks? This wizard believes it is the work of Morgan Le Fay, again in an act of revenge. But all we found when we searched the king's quarters was this sword. That's all we found. Now, I do love to party. Those of you may know that I am a huge fan of Mountain Dew, but I do not party too hard. I always have my whip on this eye on the king when I can. But apparently that wasn't enough, as the knights had partied too hard. This wizard will find who is responsible for this, and I will bring them to justice. Back to you, Tom. Thank you, Merlin. Wow. Why would you steal the king? But a lone sword? Could this be the work of the Black Knight? Or a cover-up by the sinister Morgan Le Fay? Well, in other news, more news on Mr. Hobo the movie. We have the director, the handsome and dashing, self-proclaimed Jason Ships. Thank you, Tom. Yes, it's no secret anymore. Mr. Hobo the movie, coming out sometime this year or maybe beginning of next year. The teaser trailer is on my YouTube account. I will put a link down here for the viewer to see it. And I truly believe that you die-hard Mr. Hobo fans are going to enjoy this movie. Better story, better characters, and for the first time ever, we're actually having costumes made. Like a hobo costume and all that. So many new characters, so many new sets, and I truly believe that this movie will be successful. It all depends on you. I know Mr. Hobo, the animated series, wasn't that popular, but what are you gonna do? So, we'll get back to you when we have more info to share. Thank you very much, Mr. Ships. Be sure to keep us posted. In other news, not tragedy, but an unfortunate attack happened on 7 innocent dwarves today. Well, 6 dwarves and a child. 6 dwarves and a child were attacked today by a renowned psychologist Dr. Sigmund Freud. He is a renowned psychologist and very quite visited in the land of Witchwood and Witchwinteroos. But even a helpful man can turn bitter. The dwarves' names were Snippy, Twitchy, Sticky, Sloppy, Spiffy, Nosy, and Brad. Why? Right now via Skype, we have Dr. Sigmund Freud, who is at Witchwood Penitentiary, to give us more info on why he would attack 7 innocent people.
A good evening to you.
My name is Sigmund Freud. I am from Germany, and I am a psychologist. I am a very popular psychologist in the land of Witchwood. Now, the dwarves. They mentioned my mother, and one thing you never want to do, you just don't ever mention my mother! I've had my share of psychological problems in the past. I thought I was over those. But I was just wine-sodded one night and drunk, and those dwarves, they told me to give the best to my mother, and I just snapped. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It was that trauma that I suffered on the coast of Austria that made me so unhinged, a unhinged kind of man. So I dedicated my life to helping people with psychological profile problems of their own. Please don't send me to jail, they'll take away my license. My heart goes out to the families and to the victims of those dwarves and of the assault. Getting a lot of dead air in here. Please forgive me. I'm running out of I believe that is it. Join us next week where we cover the extraordinary wrestling company, Kansas Championship Wrestling. Where just 4 people play an array of different characters. This is Tom Jenkinson of YNN News, signing off.